A steaming hot bowl of Japanese rice is kind of boring until Japan upgraded it. And trust me, this 400-year-old simmering dish upgrade is the highest level. This is the core of Japanese cuisine, the onigiri. A comfort food you'll find everywhere around Japan. It's more than just a simple rice ball. The crunch of seaweed on the outside, healthy, delicious, but the magic is what's on the inside. Salmon, miso, tuna, those you probably know as toppings inside, but the one inside here, most people don't. This is tsukudani, salty, sweet, simmered down to pure umami. A dish born in the Edo period, still beloved today. An umami flavor so powerful, it once hooked the shogun. We'll journey from the factory floor to a family-run shop that's been selling it for generations. And of course, a chance to eat it too. Itadakimasu.
Only in Japan.
The onigiri rice ball in every convenience store around the country with so many different fillings for just about $1. I picked up a favorite. Simple, cheap, tasty, and healthy. Rice is anything but boring here. It's kelp, tsukudani, simmered in soy sauce bursting with flavor. It's the magic that makes rice dance in your mouth. This dish has a legendary history starting with the future shogun in Osaka. In 1582, Tokugawa Ieyasu was in Osaka when he heard devastating news. Oda Nobunaga, his ally, had been betrayed and killed. Surrounded by possible assassination, Ieyasu fled the city. But when trying to escape, he was stranded at a large river, a dead end. Exhausted and hungry, he encountered fishermen from Tsukuda village in Osaka. Together with a boat to cross the river, they offered him small salted fish, a fisherman's meal, but rich with care. Ieyasu never forgot the taste that helped him endure that journey. Years later, when Ieyasu became shogun and built his new capital city, Edo, he remembered those fishermen who had helped him survive. He invited them to settle on a small island at the mouth of the Sumida River, naming it Tsukudajima after their home in Osaka. As Edo flourished and soy sauce entered mass production in the mid-18th century, their salted fish evolved. Slowly simmered in soy sauce, mirin, and sake, becoming tsukudani, a taste born from loyalty, endurance, and the sea we know today. On ancient maps of Edo, you can see in Tokyo Bay, only Tsukuda Island sits here. These days, though, it has really been built out by reclaimed land, but Tsukuda, the original island in Tokyo Bay, still sits at the same place it was so long ago. I'm down there in the old village on Tsukudako Bridge. A sign reminds people of the port built by the shogunate and the ancient piles that remain below the canal. This island is quiet, centered around Sumiyoshi Shrine, the streets a throwback to an era past, and just 2 stops on the subway from Tokyo Station, Tsukiji, and Ginza. Tsukuda Island is where Tsukudani was born, but as the city of Edo grew into the world's biggest city, much bigger than London at the time, tastes evolved with the mainstream use of soy sauce in the mid-1800s. Production spread from the island to Shinbashi. Tamakiya started making and selling tsukudani in 1782, starting with zazenmame. By this time, Edo was not a small fishing village, but the largest in the world. The store's history goes back many generations. Seeing the photos with Tamaki-san, the 10th generation owner, is a real look back through time.
そうですね。これが真ん中にいるのが5代目の英五郎さんっていうんですが、代々玉木七兵衛という名前を戸籍も変えて名前を襲名するので、5代目の玉木七兵衛さんですね。なのでやっぱり当時は冷蔵庫とかの冷蔵設備がないので、当時はもっともっと保存性を高めなきゃいけなかったと思うので、震えるくらいしょっぱかったと思います。
Wow!
でお醤油で煮込めば煮込む時間が長ければ長いほど保存性っていうのが長く持つので、当時は保存性っていうことの方が重要視されてたと思うので、本当にしょっぱいものだったと思います。
To better understand the taste, I went to their factory to observe the process. Tamakiya's factory is in nearby Chiba where they are producing zazenmame, black bean tsukudani, and ami, a small shrimp, 2 of my favorites. The zazen mame are soaked overnight to ensure even hydration. They're transferred to a large cauldron and simmered gently in fresh water until the texture is just soft enough to absorb flavor, not mushy. The skin must stay intact for that glossy look, and the scum or foam is skimmed off the top regularly. They're called zazen mame, meditation beans, because they were once offered at temples during long Zen sittings. It's a name that connects Japanese food to its quiet spiritual side. When ready for the next step, the beans are strained and returned to the pot, this time for tsukudaniification. Soy sauce adds salt and umami, mirin and sugar give sheen and sweetness, and a hint of sake or kombu seaweed stock deepens the aroma. The temperature is carefully controlled over several hours. As the sauce reduces, the beans absorb the flavor, and that slow evaporation gives them that lacquered glaze, a hallmark of Tamakiya. The ami will soak up that mother sauce, a secret mix that hasn't changed much over the centuries. After resting, they're packaged and shipped to the store. Making zazen mame requires calm patience and a practiced hand. The staff are like chefs, ensuring perfection for every batch. Meanwhile, just 10 meters away, another line of cauldrons are at work. This time for ami, the tiny coastal shrimp of Japan's inland islands. They're simmered in the mother sauce, a blend of soy sauce, mirin, and sake refined and reused for years. Each batch deepens the next, a living sauce that carries generations of flavor. When the base reaches its perfect balance, the fresh ami are added. Ami is a freshwater fish, like a micro shrimp caught in Japan, loaded with minerals, especially calcium. They simmer gently, caramelizing over time. Japanese sake is poured in, breaking down any fish odor, tenderizing the shrimp and adding a subtle aroma as the alcohol evaporates away. The heat is picking up. The ami are stirred constantly and carefully, enough to coat every piece without breaking their fine texture. At peak simmer, the pot comes alive. Sauce and shrimp dancing in rhythm. That sweet and savory soy aroma filling the air. This process is an art. When done, they're strained to keep as much of that mother sauce for the next time. You can see they've really absorbed that umami taste. They're moved to a centrifuge to spin out excess sauce, still steaming hot. The sauce has been removed. The ami is done. These tiny shrimps wouldn't have had much value raw. It's the process that makes it real treasure and delicious. They rest for a while before packaging. Centrifuged and thick, the ami comes out looking like wet mulch, rich, sticky, and bursting with flavor. That secret mother sauce, it's saved and returned to the process to live again. Once portioned and sealed, the tsukudani pouches are placed into large hot water or steam vats for sterilization. This final hot bath kills bacteria, locks in flavor, and gives each pack its remarkable shelf life, proof that Edo tradition continues through modern precision. Next, it's time to go to the store and eat it. All right, so we're gonna try to make an onigiri, Keiko being an onigiri master.
Thank you.
Better than me. And we'll see how her onigiri compares with my homemade onigiri with these hands right here using tsukudani. Let's go.
Three keywords: toss, rotate, and squeeze. And he used this angle.
The chef first divides the rice in half. She places it in the other hand and makes a flattened ball. Next, using her index finger, she makes a well in the center, a pit that is about half the depth of the rice ball. She picks a tsukudani, zazenmame black beans, and puts them in the center hole. When enough is added, take the other equal half and place it on top, covering the filling. We're almost done. Next, we need to mold the rice. Shape it into that iconic triangle. The chef uses a clasped hand like this that shapes the corners evenly, rolling it back in measured turns. She's made thousands of onigiri in her life. Much of it comes from feeling. Not too soft or it'll break apart. Not too hard or it won't be pleasant in the mouth. If done right, it's got good tension into the bite with slight chewiness breaking apart so evenly. After a few more molds, it's done. Looks like Mount Fuji and fits in the hand perfectly. Perfect. I asked for some advice before trying it myself.
Be careful, don't squeeze too hard, don't squeeze too soft. Moderation.
Wait, okay, how do you know if it's too hard or too, okay.
Yeah.
I guess you just feel it. You can feel
The
it.
best situation, your rice ball, when you bite the rice ball, the rice will be crumbling in your mouth is the best situation.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why too hard, and too soft.
I can imagine that, okay. Remember correctly, divide it into 4 sections here. Take a portion of it, put it in your hand. Your finger, don't go deep, too deep, but just enough.
Yeah, doesn't be.
Yeah. This is the nigiri kata, one of the oldest hand techniques in Japanese food culture. The rotations require feeling. I tried to channel deep feelings from within.
Yes.
But my childhood memories are from a faraway land called America. So instead of a sacred calm, I seem to be channeling Saturday morning cartoons in the 1980s. The chef said gentle mountain form. Mine came out more like the guitar riffs from Creep by Radiohead.
Fantastic!
My onigiri filled with 1980-1990 American passion inspired my Japanese instructor. You know, I really dug deep. I've also thought about when I eat the onigiri, I really remembered you made the comment, how it will break apart in my mouth. Which one looks best, mine or the chef? Perhaps it comes down to which one has the most tsukudani inside. It's hard to judge perfection, but I suppose
Yeah, nice.
if it does look like Mount Fuji in a way.
Yeah.
The chef added a little salt to it for flavor. Oh, okay. That's very...
On it, and just the cover.
Finally, it's wrapped in seaweed.
And finish. Like this.
Oh, I see.
This is Tamakiya style.
A Japanese sandwich in a way. The rice ball called onigiri literally means to grasp or squeeze, an appropriate name. Tsukudani is the perfect filling for onigiri, and there are so many of them. This is ami, a tiny shrimp. Here we have kombu, seaweed kelp. Next is asari, little neck clams. Zazenmame, or black beans. And shrimp glazed from the process. You can find mixes too. There are dozens of different kinds of tsukudani, like toppings for a pizza. The chef explains about how tsukudani can be paired beyond rice, like in cheese or caramelized with nuts. Also eaten as is as a snack with chopsticks. Or even in pasta, adding that umami, taking it to another level. Or in miso with a carrot stick. You can get quite creative, paired with sake or wine or any drink really. Tamakiya's Tsukudani experience is a great way to try so many of them. The store has dozens of kinds on sale, some are seasonal. They're quite famous in New Year's Osechi cuisine. It's fun to try different ones, stock up on the ones that you like best. My wife asked me to bring some home. In Japanese homes, tsukudani is eaten more as a topping for rice. My wife Kanai made it as part of the dinner. It's fun to have a few kinds, add it as you like. We have ami, kombu, ebi, asari, and zazen mame. Along with Kanai's kabocha, or pumpkin specialty, and miso soup. This will fill us up pretty good.
Let's eat the ramen.
My son Leo loves the shrimp and the zazen mame.
Pretty good.
Then deep reflection. Kanai eats it as a rice topper. Leo likes to make a kind of burrito. There's zazen mame, shrimp, ami in there. Interesting. Thumbs up, the Tsukudani nori burrito is a hit.
Arigato.
I'm a bit lazy. I put it on the rice with a small seaweed sheet, pinch it together with my chopsticks. That's just my style. Knowing the background of the dish though, the hard work the makers put into keeping the same recipe from the age of Shogun Tokugawa to today makes me feel more connected with Japan's long history through its food. Well, that was fun. I put a link in the description if you're interested in taking the Tsukudani experience at Tamakiya and Shinbashi. Highly recommend it. Tsukudani also makes a wonderful gift to take back home. If you liked this episode, I know you're gonna love that episode on Japanese chicken in Miyazaki, as well as this one, farm to table on a Wagyu beef brand near Kyoto, or another adventure on this channel as I take you to every single corner of Japan. Mata ne.